the 10 bosses that keep watching me. Maboss wangu, karibuni tena. Sasa tumefika episode 8. In episode 7, we talked about how I made my first million, how did I get around it, how we were just basically talking how to get the first million. And the things that we picked about is mindset and faith, business law and strategy, and execution and discipline. Kizungu imekataa bwana. So the 10 of us that have been listening in, thank you so much, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for being here. If you've not subscribed and you're a new subscriber, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I have a TikTok page, a Facebook page, and an Instagram page. Why are you not following me? Should I go happy, by the way? So thank you so much. In this episode 8, we will talk about how to scale your first million. Tulishaipata. Sasa sahi tunatoka aje kutoka kwa hiyo milioni ya kwanza yenye tushaweka kwa bank na tukasema sisi ni mamilionea, to the point of now having multiple millions and having a business that is running smoothly. So welcome again to episode 8. Check the scoreboard, yeah. You need to look the part. You need to look the entrepreneur. You need to look good. But I will. You got me set for life. Angels in heaven. Nobody talks about the faith that you need before you start seeing the results. You got me set for life.
Welcome to Faith. Until we make it.
The thing is, for you to be in a position to, the thing that I tell majority of the entrepreneurs is, for you to be in a position to get more money, you need to be in a position to outsource. And you need to be in a position to delegate. Let me tell you, when I started my business first, ni kitu imenishtua hapa nyuma karibu na dedi bana. When I started this business of mine, wacha nikwambie, mimi ndo nilikuwa manager, mimi ndo nilikuwa finance person, mimi ndo nilikuwa nini? Mimi ndo nilikuwa photographer, social media manager, mimi ndo nilikuwa kila kitu. But had I gotten to the point of making a million? Yes, I had gotten to the point of making a million. So the only way that you can stay and scale in business is by delegating and outsourcing. Please note that. It is very, very important that you note that. So how did I, as an individual that was doing social media, content creation, kila kitu at the same time, how did I get to the point of scaling it from 1 million to the other? Is, first of all, is I outsourced or I delegated. Nika bring in a financial person. I brought in someone that was doing payroll. Ukisha kwa inayo milioni bwana. For you to make the second and third and fourth and fifth and sixth million, lazima ukuu umeweka watu strategic hapa na pale wakukufanyia hata client acquisition in the first place. So uwezi sema ati uko peke yako, wewe na samaki zako 3 zenye unauza kila siku, no unafikiria utamanage kupata milioni ingine. Yes, usha make million na hizo samaki zako 10. But usipokuwa na kibanda ingine hapa, ukue na ingine hapa, ukue na ingine hapa, mama samaki ingine huko, but all that business links to you, itakuwa very hard for you to maintain that the millions that we've been talking about. So our thing is, once you've identified the problem, you have identified a business where people are willing to pay, be in a position, yani jiambie ukidelegate itakusaidia ku scale. Because I was so afraid of delegating. I was so afraid of outsourcing this. I was so afraid of outsourcing other roles and all those things. So an example, for example, for me, is I picked a problem which was in the HR department. Nikama, for me, the way my business works is I outsource issues. Then once I outsource issues, is I get individuals to work. So what I did is got other campaigns. Apart from other campaigns, how was I getting the other campaigns? I was the one that was doing client acquisition by myself at the beginning. I ended up getting a business development team that helps with client acquisition. Sasa mimi nikiendelea kuongea na client hapa, kuna pia mtu mwingine mwenye anaendelea kuwatumia email, akiendelea kuongelesha, akiendelea kuwabembeleza, akiendelea kuambia this and this and this and this and this and this, because you as an individual that is starting on that business, utakuwa very burned out if you do not get to delegate and outsource some other roles that are on your way, a thing that you need to understand is when we are having these ideas, these are God-given ideas. And these God-given ideas, they are there to serve others. And you cannot be the one that is making millions without feeding others. Patia watu kazi. Ukipatia watu kazi, as they feed from you, they are helping you make money. So that is the only way that you can maintain your million or scale other millions. And apart from usha tengeneza your million, yes, usha tengeneza, you've started bringing in people. The second thing is you need to track, learn, and adjust. Una track, for example, this business development person that has brought in, I was doing maybe 200 cold emails, I was doing maybe 200 Facebook messages. Wao wanafanya ngapi? You cannot leave them on the ground, yani unawaacha tu nyinyi fanyeni venye mnajisikia. No, you have to track what they do. Once you track what they do, and you need to learn from them, because each individual has their own capabilities. Learn from them. You've tracked, you've outsourced this, you delegated in this scenario. Once you've delegated, is you track whatever they do and learn from them. And once you learn from them, is you start adjusting. They are newer ideas that these people are bringing on board. And these people that are, the fact that they're bringing on board newer idea, it means they are bringing in consistent income. And the consistent income that we are working on is what you keep saving and reinvesting into your business. Once you reinvest into your business grows from now 2 employees to 10 employees. Ukisha reinvest, ukisha whatever, ukisha get your pesa na usha employ watu na wamekusaidia kutengeneza pesa, now start reinvesting that money into similar businesses. You can use the similar business, you can go to different models of business, you can, depending on what works for you. For example, for me, I started with the outsourcing business. Then I reinvested my money into the academy business. Now the academy business as well ended up giving me my millions, and the outsourcing business pia ikabaki kuni. Sasa umeona nimefika millions ngapi, my dear people? Because the academy, I was training people to work for the outsourcing business. Like, I was lacking employees. So I decided, let me open an academy to help the outsourcing. Apart from that, I am not the only outsourcing agency. There are a million of them. And the fact that there are a million of them, these academy people are helping that. And with that, it really helped expound. And now, because I reinvested my money, I am in a position to get more and more millions in this scenario. And another thing is just celebrating the small wins. Once you start celebrating the small wins, shida ya sisi entrepreneurs ni we expect bigger things. I don't know what bigger things look like. What we expect is things like maybe you get your 50 million PAP, you get to open your bigger business PAP. That is what we expect, but that's not how life works. So once you start seeing the smaller wins and celebrating the smaller wins, it sticks in your mind that I am doing something, and this something, it is worth scaling. It will be easier for you to scale that business once you start seeing the small wins. Labda kuangalia mashida zenye uko nazo, angalia the wins that you have. The small wins are the things that compound into bigger growth and bigger systems. And another thing is the building systems. Systems nimeongea about building systems. I've talked about building systems, and building systems starts from acquiring the right individuals. Acquiring the right individuals looks like acquiring the right employees. The right employees ni the right HR, the right business development team, the right employees for, maybe if you are having a call center, the right employees, the right trainers, the right everything. Those are the people that will help you scale. That is one system that you can scale. And another thing is, the other system that you can scale is, what is it called? The systems that you work with. For example, for me, I work with on the clock to track everyone's time. Apart from working on the clock, I work with EHR systems. They monitor the clientele. What are they doing? What are they working on? So it is important that you scale the system as well in this scenario. So whatever that we've been saying is, as we are in this journey, we track, we learn, and we adjust, and we come up with proper systems. And these proper systems are the ones that will help us grow in this journey. Apart from that, we've been talking about delegating. Do not be afraid to delegate. Wacha niwaambie, mimi nilitrain for a long time. I trained for a long time before I got a trainer to train, because I was afraid of delegating that work of training, because I thought I was the best. But over time, I'm realizing I'm not the best. There are so many people that can do the work perfectly, comparably to me. So the point is, you need to be in a position to delegate. Even the most ile kazi yenye una feel ni intimate. For example, for me, I have a personal trainer. The personal trainer checks through my email, checks through everything, checks through all the communications from the client. If you do not delegate, vitu zingine zitakupita, because there is so much that goes on in an entrepreneur's life. So it is important that you delegate to the right person. So, and another thing is, you need to be very, very, very disciplined. Mimi in the 7th episode by then niliongelea venye mimi nikipata nguo ya 7,000 na niko na 7,000 ama niko na 6,000, nitaenda kuomba loan ndo niongeze hiyo ninunue hiyo nguo ya 7,000. Ukikuwa hivyo, hiyo milioni utaiona wapi? Hizo milioni zingine utaiona wapi? Kwa sababu sasa utaanza kutumia kaka milioni kako kenye ushapata. Unaona? So the thing that you need to do is you need to be disciplined to continue saving, disciplined to continue reinvesting, disciplined to continue building over time. Because if you're not disciplined, ushapata milioni yako na ushaacha kuput in the work. Guess what? You're going to go back to the millions that you've made and eat it, and you will go bankrupt. So if you're not disciplined enough to consistently save, to consistently reinvest, and to consistently build, it's gonna be hard for you to replicate or to scale your business into other millions from the first million that you already got. So another thing that you need to do is what we've been talking about is you need to believe from the 7th episode where we were talking about millions is believe and write, solve a real problem, scale the systems, track and learn and adjust, and discipline, be disciplined all the time. So the first million might be out of luck, because sometimes there are people that are lucky. Mtu anapata deal moja safi unaona, there are people that might be lucky. But for you to consistently make that amount of money, or for you to consistently make those millions, you are required to be disciplined and to be very consistent and to build a scalable business. So for me, I started with the kryptonite outsourcing. I moved from kryptonite outsourcing. The other thing that I had asked ChatGPT on how to scale, and it gave me build other products, is I went for the academy. The academy, I did not just put one product in it. I put other products. The other product is other courses that were beneficial, that would help other individuals to grow. Apart from that, I started the digital media, kryptonite digital media. And what was the purpose for that? Is to tell people out there, or to tell other entrepreneurs, we are in a position to tell the story. So that was our third product in this scenario. So what we're talking about is for you to be in a position to scale again and again is number one. You've gotten the problem. Yes, this problem it's enough to give you your first million. And this problem, you've put in the right system. Once you put in the right system, is build other products or bring in other products. And these other products are the one that will keep you now getting other millions and millions and millions and millions. For example, someday your other business will not work properly, but the other business that you're bringing on board, it will give you a bit of money to scale up this other business. So the point is, first of all, scale by getting the right employee, delegate. Once you delegate, then get other products that will help you scale your business. So in episode 8, we've been talking about scaling your business and scaling your first million. And what we've been talking about is you find the problem first. Once you find the problem, is you leverage by scaling what works, by outsourcing, having proper systems, etc. And you need to track, learn, and adjust. And lastly, we said we need discipline over motivation in this scenario. So that is what we've been talking about in episode 8. My name is Dr. Ayiera Jr. Thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you for listening in. We have more episodes coming. If you've not been watching the other episode, boss wangu tafadhali, jamani unafanya nini? Mbona hujafika hapo watch? And we have a Facebook channel, an Instagram channel, and a TikTok channel where you can follow me and listen to the shorts that are not related to this. Then you can, what is it called? In this YouTube as well, you can subscribe. So in this channel, we talk about faith until we make it. Thank you so much for listening in. I do appreciate you a lot.
Check the scoreboard, yeah.
You need to look the part. You need to look the entrepreneur. You need to look good.
But I will. You got me set for life. Angels in heaven.
Nobody talks about the faith that you need before you start seeing the results.
You got me set for life.
Welcome to Faith, until we make it.